Okay, parents and children, thanks for being here. And I know that there are many P6 kids from my class who are attending this because today there's no lesson for you, and yet you chose to come out to attend this lesson. That's really good. So parents and children, thanks for being here. And in case you're wondering why are we all here, this session is only for parents who wants to help their kids and they teach their kids problem sums. And this session is only for kids who are hardworking and they want to learn much more. Okay, so if you're having a prelim tomorrow, all the best. Sleep early, and probably you want to revise like just half an hour of work and then go and sleep. Yeah, because practice should be consistent before today. So it's an accumulation of daily practice and consistent effort. Yeah, do not wait until the last minute to study. It never works. Yeah, for kids who do well, they always put in consistent efforts. Okay, all right. Yeah, Songhen, awesome. All right, so I'm still buying time for parents to come in. So in case you're wondering if I'm lost, I'm not lost. I'm still waiting for some parents, because some parents just WhatsApp me that and say, Coach John, can you please wait for me for a while? Yeah, because I'm still trying to finish eating my drumstick or my fish fillet. Yeah, so I'll say, okay, I'll just wait for you. Yeah. Okay, so while waiting for them, type in the primary level of your child. Yeah, if you're the child, type in the primary level of yourself. P6, P6, P5, P6, P6, P5, P5, P6, P4, P2, P4, many, P3, P4, P4, P6. Awesome. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, thanks so much for sharing. Yeah. Okay, so I can start now. Yeah, because today there's a lot of things to cover. And the reason why we are doing this is because I think to really help our own kids, we want to upgrade the parents as well. Yeah, because I think parents are the main change agents at home. And if you want your child to do well in maths, everything starts off from the family and the good habits that you have put in your kid in the daily practice. All right, so here goes. Awesome. All right. Yeah, so once every 2 weeks, we'll try to do like sharing. And for LOB community, it's a bit different from other community because we expect you to work hard. Yeah, we expect you to work hard for the grades. Yeah, and if you find yourself learning from other parents as well, good for you, because this is how we improve. And at the same time, while you have taken some questions from the other parents, make sure that you also explain properly to your kids. Okay, because it doesn't work if you just pass the answer to your kid and say copy. No, yeah. Please explain to your kid as well. And the only way for you to explain properly, such that your kid can understand, I will do my best to upgrade your knowledge and skills in solving problem sum. Is it a good idea? Type in good if you think it's a good idea to upgrade your own skill first in order to help your kid. Okay, awesome. Yeah, great. So today is the second session for this month. So if you have missed out the previous session, just go to my YouTube channel and then you can figure out and watch the previous one. All right. Okay, so parents who are new, because I saw many of you posted that this is my first time sitting through your lesson and I have no idea what's going on. So for replay, simply go back to the Facebook group, and if you haven't joined yet, just type in LOB PSLE Maths Problem Sums Exam Strategies group. You'll find the group. Yeah, just click on join and then I'll add you inside. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so for many of you who haven't met me before, I'm Coach John. So if you have heard about me, this will be a very fast one. I'm Coach John and I manage learning out of the box And the reason why I'm doing this is because when my child was very young, I'm a father of 3. When my child was very young, I'm referring to the eldest. When she was born, and my friend told me, hey, John, you know what, Singapore maths is very hard. Leh. Type in hard if you agree that Singapore math is actually very hard. Type in hard if you think that Singapore maths is hard. Yes, I can empathize with you. And somehow it's so hard that my friend told me, John, you know, it may be so hard that even your child may hate it. Even your child may hate it. You know what's my first reaction? I was like, what? Oh my God. As a father, being very kiasu, of course, I try my best to protect my kids. Just like what any other parents will do. Is always protecting our kids. Yeah, so I say, okay, never mind. Let's see what I can control. Yeah, let me learn maths by myself, and let's see how I can make maths easy for my kids, also for the other many kids out there. Type in yes if you think it's a good idea to also share with your child how to make maths easy for you. Awesome, yeah. So along the way, I started to also share with many parents how I teach my own kids. And then the news actually spread like wildfire, and it got picked up by local news like Channel 8 News. Yeah, so I was invited to Channel 8 News to share my methodology, as well as international news like CCTV from China and America, as well as TV Tokyo. Yeah, so many parents ask me, John, why do you want to teach us? Yeah, John, why do you want to teach us and not just focus on the kids? For me, guess what I say? I think that parents are the best supporter for our children. Type in supporter if you think that parents are the best supporter for our kids and no one else. Parents, let me tell you, you are the best teacher for your child. Yeah, you are the best teacher for your child. No one can replace you. The only person who can help your child is yourself. And that is why I really want to make sure that I do my best to educate you as long as you are in our LOB community. Type in LOB if you are in our community. Awesome. Okay, good. Right. So the reason why I'm here is really to support parents like yourself who teach your child maths at home. So these are the past experience that I have, and it's been my greatest joy in being to educate parents. And the best news from parents is, John, your method works. It's so easy, and my child start to like maths now. Yeah, and the best thing, the even best thing is oh, now my relationship with my child is better. Yeah, my relationship with my child is better. Okay, awesome. Right. So okay, so before I go into the main lesson, yeah, I go into the main lesson. One thing that I want to stress. Okay, my method is very simple. Yeah, I am not MOE trained. I am not a school teacher. I was a social worker by profession, and I only want to create maths easy for my child. That's all. Yeah. I want to make maths easy for my child and her friends. So if you're someone who want those challenging intellectual maths solutions, this webinar is not for you. This webinar is not for you. But if you want simple methods that is so easy that both children and adults can understand, this webinar is for you. This webinar is for you, okay? All right, and this session is only for parents who teach their kids. Type in teach if you teach your kids. Type in kids if you teach. Type in teach if you teach your kid. Type in teach if your mommy or daddy teach you and you are one lucky child. Yeah, not every kid can say that. If your parents teach you, please go and hug your mommy and daddy and say thank you. Yeah, because parents like us are very busy. We have no time. Yeah, we have no time. So if you have a parent who teach you, you are very lucky. You are very lucky. Okay. All right. So now, for my methodology is actually very simple, and it only works if if the child puts in the hard work. If the child puts in the hard work, all right, and of course, the parents must be there to support the child. The parents must be there to support the child, as well as the parents must also work hand in hand with the teacher. This is so important. Yeah. So if you're someone who like always pass the responsibility to the teacher and expect the teacher to take care of your kid, this is not healthy, and I think that it's not healthy. Yeah, because I feel that for children who do well, especially those primary sixers that I have taught last year, and 100% of them got distinction. One pattern that I saw was the parents are very supportive. Yeah, the parents are very supportive, and I always share with the parents, the PSLE definition for you is not primary school limit exam. The PSLE for LOB community should be practice strategies, lasting effort. All right, practice strategies, lasting effort, which means that do not just do questions after questions and do it without a goal. Yeah, one of the common strategy for parents and children is you need to know concepts. Yeah, for P5 by now you should have learned 11 to 12 concepts, and many of them will be tested in SA2. So be prepared. If you are P5, you need to know the 11 to 12 concepts by now. Okay. All right. Okay. So, and the reason why I said it is because I've seen many times happening in children who did well. So if your child is aiming for A or A star, you need to do much more than other children. You need to learn strategies. Okay. And that's why I'm here. All right. Some of you texted me even via WhatsApp, say that, Coach John, can you start teaching because I want to learn how you solve. Type in start if you are ready to start the problem sums. Okay, type in start. All right. Do you want to test? Do you want to test at the end of the session? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Many of you say yes, so I'll give you a test before you go off later. All right. Okay. So again, when I share, I really hope that you do not just focus on solving, yeah, because solving is not the tactic to score high, yeah. If it's the tactic to score high, which means that you can actually just buy tons of books and solve, and the more books you get or do, the higher grades you get. Does it work that way? Does it work that way? No, right? No, yeah. So what what I want to do here is I want to give you value in the sense of I want to teach you how I teach my kid, right? And normally when I teach my kid and my students to get A and A stars, I always go by strategies. I always go by concepts, and I always explain first before they solve. Yeah. And if you want to use calculator, try not to. At home, try not to use calculator, because in fact, if you look at kids who do well, their mental calculation is very strong. Their mental calculation is very strong. Okay, so let's start All right. So let me go for annotation and then, okay. All right. So I'm going to share with you a technique which is called KCNSU. And I'm sure that there are many LOB parents and kids here who already learn a lot. So what is K? Keywords. Okay, keywords. C? What is C? Concepts. Okay, before we go to C again, keywords means that there are some keywords in a question that are not able, I mean, there are some keywords in the questions that are very important, while the others are not. Give me one concept. Give me one concept that you know. Yes, something like two E's. What else? Simultaneous. Okay, simultaneous. Oh, I saw Batman. Okay, what else? Repeated identity. Yes, we did last time, right? Okay, next. N stands for, thanks everybody. Hi, Evelyn. Help me say hi to your twins. Numbers. Very good. Yeah. And S, what's S? Not soft statements. Thanks, Pam. Statements. Okay, statements. And U, sometimes the teachers are really strict. They minus 1 mark. Yeah. Okay, units. So in this case, parents and children, please help me pronounce KCNSU. Please help me pronounce KCNSU. Pronounce. Okay, I can hear Kiasu. Yes, if you shout loud enough into the mic, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. So there's a tactic to make the 5 steps easy. Yeah. So what we do is we can go for kittens can never swim underwater. Okay. And boys, do you want to use kitten or something else? There are some LB boys inside this group. Okay, some of you said King Kong. And mummies, if your boy changed kitten to King Kong, is it okay? Yes or no? Is it okay? It's okay, yeah? Do not tell them like, oh, Coach John say kitten, so you must use kitten. It can be anything. And the reason is because this method can help the child to remember KCNSU. And if your child needs to be more careful, you have to teach them this 5-step process. 5-step process to remember, yeah, to remember and to be more careful. Okay, so I always go through this one because it's a basic. It's not about solving questions. Good, as in kids who do well and ace maths are those with very good study habits and very organized and neat processes. Okay, so first KCNSU, so let's do the K. So let me just do, okay, what would be some of the keywords? Type in, I can read. And again, my philosophy is the more you underline, the more you say or participate, the more you learn. Okay, 1/3 full. Anything else? Anything else? Thanks, Pam. Pam, are you a mommy or child? Thanks, Susie, Ebon. Okay, container. You can see it's the same thing, and then we have half full. 12.15 kg. Awesome. Great. Okay. Now, if I say this, I'm sure all of you will be able to tell me the concept. What is the repeated name here? What is the repeated name here? Okay, some of you are very fast. You have told me the answer. I won't say is it right or wrong. Again, my style is not to address whether your answer is right or wrong. Yeah, my style is to explain to you so that you can learn how I explain, and this is how I actually explain to my kids and my students. Okay, so now make a guess. If you are in our last webinar, yeah, what is this? ROI. Is repeated identity. Yeah, very good. Yeah, and this one I'll put under type 3. There are 3 kinds of repeated identity. There are 3 kinds, and I created this so that we parents can remember it easily. Yeah, because we are not trained in NIE, we are not trained in schools. But again, we parents want to teach our own kids. So I created all these simple grouping to help parents. Okay? So parents, please remember there are 3 types. Last session, we already did 2 types. Okay, so this is type 3. Okay, so if you want to draw the model, what will you do? Yeah. Okay, so container. Okay, container. Then we'll have 1/3. Okay, 1/3. So agar lah, huh? What is agar? Estimate. Okay. Okay, not anyhow lah, not anyhow. Yeah. So I will do this 9.35 kg. Okay, good. Okay, I will draw another container. Okay, same thing is half. Yeah, so this is half. Okay. Okay, some of you are very hardworking. You say that you are actually drawing. Yes, this is also for P3 as well. P3, you need to learn all this as in highlight keywords. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so can I do this? Can I say that this is 1 unit, 2U, 3U, 4U, and 5U? Yes or no? Cannot lah. So what should I do? Yes, not the same size. So if you are P3 listening to this, all this you should know also. Yeah, you cannot call them 1U, 2U, 3U, 4U, 5U. Yeah. So what should we do now? Thanks, Susie. Okay. What is the common multiple of 3 and 2? P3 also can know. Okay, so 1/3 becomes 2/6, 2/6, 2/6. This will become 3/6 and 3/6. So we'll do this. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, so now can I say this is 1U and 2U, and then we have 1U, 2U, and 3U. Can I say this? Yes. All right, so I will stop here. And the reason is because I want you to remember the method. Yeah, it's not about solving the question. the key idea for today is you need to know your concept, okay? Very important. And how do you know the concept is you need to recognize the container, yeah, which is the repeated name. Then with this, because you know that it's type 3, okay? So the method is to start drawing your model. Okay? Okay, so very quickly, I want to point out to you something that you should be able to see by now. Can you see this pink unit? Yes? So how do we find the value of pink unit? Some of you cannot see, so I put a heart shape. Okay, I will put a heart shape here. What's next? 1 unit is equals to, can you see this is 12.15? Okay, so 12.15 minus of 9.35. Okay? And let's see who can remember what I said 2 weeks ago. Yeah? What do I call this step? Starts with N, and there's an S. Yes, very good, Pam. North Star. Okay? So even if your child is stuck, always go to find your North Star. Your North Star should be the intermediate point or the midpoint where your child should show you and not expect you to solve everything for your child. Because if you find yourself solving everything for your child, he's going to have a hard time during exam because Papa, Mama, you're not there to solve with him or her. So always let your child struggle through. While we parents do not really want our children to struggle, but this is one of the ways to learn. Type in struggle if you agree that struggling can actually help your child to score higher points because it's part of the learning process. Very good. All right. So with this, I'm going to show you the step, okay? So here goes. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay, what happened to my... Give me a minute. There's something wrong. Okay. 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 So the model is already out. Yeah. And again, please do not just memorize what I've done. Okay. Because you need to know the step. So step 1 is to write down the concept. Step 2 is to draw out the model. Okay. Then step 3 is to solve. Okay, step 3 is to solve. Okay, today I just bought a new tablet, as in the pen and the writing pad. So I'm trying to use it. Okay, so yeah, so you can see that 1U is your North Star, which is here. Okay, which is here. Then you have to find 2U. Okay, before I tell you it's 2U, why do we use 2U and not 3U to find the mass of the container? Why do we find 2U and not 3U? See who can answer. It's quite a long explanation, but I want to see who can answer, and then I'll just read off from your explanation. Very good. Okay, so let me use this one, okay? And parents, get your child to draw the question mark, yeah? So your question mark can be here or can be here. So once you find the value of 1 unit, right, which is 2.8, Is it easier to times 2 or times 3? Again, probably for primary 6, it doesn't matter. But for most kids, they will times 2 only. Because times 2, the number is smaller. Yeah, the number is smaller. So they can just take 9.35 minus of 5.6. Okay, they can just take 9.35 minus of 5.6. Okay, so that's your answer, and is 3.75 kg. Okay, so a few things to take notes will be, please do your concept by knowing the repeated name. Yeah, then because this is repeated identity type 3, you can solve using this model. And always look out for your North Star, which is here. Then you look for the easier one, which is times 2. Then you find your empty container. Okay, type in type 3, TYPE number 3 if I can continue. Type in type 3 if I can continue. Okay, because I want to make sure that you remember type 3. There are 3 types of ROI. Very important. Some children are not taught this. Parents, it's your responsibility to teach your kids, not anyone else. Okay? And the reason is because you are the best supporter for your child. Awesome. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on. Okay. At the end of the session, there'll be a question that I want you to remember. Yeah. And it's something that you need to solve. So again, I'm trying to build up your concepts and your understanding. So in this case, I want you to remember this heart shape, okay, this heart shape. And when you put the container all to the left side, right, everything can be calculated, yeah, easily, okay? So this is something is very important. So this is a skill that you must know. Okay, now, and one last tip will be shift everything. Okay, shift everything. Okay, Coach John very kiasu one. I want to make sure that you remember, shift everything to one side. So this side and this side, you can actually calculate and minus off like that. Type in shift if you understand. Type in shift if you understand what I'm saying. Awesome. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to apply shifting. And it's a technique. It's a technique that you must know as well. Okay, you must know as well. So I want you to quickly look through this question and then you tell me what are the keywords. Because remember, it's always KCNSU. It's always KCNSU. So what are the keywords? Very good. Okay. Can I cancel this whole stretch? Can I cancel this? Yes, I can cancel it. Yeah. And why is it important to underline or circle identical? What does identical means? Okay, same is to tell you that all are the same. Okay, all are the same. Very good. Exact dimension. Thanks, Shin. Awesome. Yeah. And of course, telling you more about the question. And then the length of each piece of the cloth is 9 cm, which is here. Okay. Okay. How will you solve this question? What will you do? Okay, in the interest of time, let me just make it easy for you. I'll just put here label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll also label here 1, 2, 3, and A and B and C. Yes, shifting. Yeah, shifting. Some of you, okay, we recently did a quiz, and out of 100 kids who did this, 50 got wrong. Yeah, so even right now you see that it's quite simple, but again, when a child does it under a test situation, out of 2 kids, 1 will get wrong. So never underestimate such questions, because it's not about solving or calculating, it's about whether you know how to deal with different kinds of questions using the shortcuts. Yeah. So remember, let me just go up again. Can you see this MTC and MTC? Yeah. And the MTC and MTC are shifted to the left side because it makes it easier for us to calculate what's on the right side. Huh? So same thing, we are going to do some shifting. And boys and girls, mommy and daddies, what can I do? Yeah, how will you shift? How can you shift? You always shift what? You always shift those that are the same, okay? So same thing to the bottom. You also shift 1, 2, and 3, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Then later on, of course, you have 5 and 4 and 5, and doesn't matter, okay? All right, and then you have your, okay, a bit ugly, you can see that Coach John doesn't teach art and craft, so please pardon me. Okay, not drawn to scale lah, but is to show you that once you are able to shift them, yeah, it's easier to see, okay, it's easier to see. Okay, so can you see that the shifting skill is for P3 as well? Okay, I think one of the things that I really want parents to try to understand here is, do not look at problem sums as P3, P4, P5, and P6. Yeah, this is not going to help your child. And the reason is because from my experience, there are many P6 questions in the past that have been shifted down to P5 level. Yeah, so which is P3, which is P4, no one knows. But you can feel that the problem sums are getting harder. And one of the smart ways to do with such problem sums is you need to look at them beyond maths. Yeah, do not see them as, oh, this is P3 question now, so I can learn, or I can only learn P3 stuff because my child is in P3. Nowadays, the questions are really tough, and you realize that when you pass it to your friends who are adults, some of them can't even solve. Yeah, so I think what's lacking here is children lack the process skills of solving. They lack the tactics. They lack the strategies. Yeah. So parents, you must be the one who yes, correct. Yeah. Sazwani, please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. It takes a while to really get it. So better to start early. And for me, some of the children are actually doing more advanced questions. Yeah, so if you want your child to really do well, you want to expose them to as many types of questions as possible. And a lot of times there's no need to look at the question as, is it P3 or P4? No, look at the process skills. Yeah, in this case, the process skills for you to learn is shifting. Okay, it's shifting. Learn how to shift. Shifting to me is a process skill that P3 should learn already, and is tested all the way until PSLE. So I think parents, one thing that I can help you here is, if I can choose, I hope that you do not see the questions as primary level, yeah, because they are all mixed up already. All right. So this is actually a P6 question, but the shifting skills, I think most kids learn at P3 or 4, okay? Because this follows a concept called simultaneous. Yeah, simultaneous or repeated identity. And these are things that some primary threes have learned already, simultaneous. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, so now, can you tell me what's my next step? There's 2 length, right? Okay, so 2 length is actually 2 times 9 cm. And that's, what is 2 times 9? 18 cm. Okay, 18 cm, well done. And can you see that I have 1W, which is here, okay, 1W, 2W, and 3W. So what is 3W here? Is 18 cm, and this is 6 cm. And they want the total area, right? So here is 6, here is 9, so here is 3. So it's actually a 3 by 3 square, okay? So if you want to do, it's actually a 3 by 3 square, and you have the area which is 9 cm square, and of course 3 areas will be 27 cm square, and that's it. Okay, and again, parents, I know that in Singapore culture we always want the right answer, yeah, but getting the right answer doesn't guarantee you higher grades. You need to know the process, yeah. The process here is called shifting. Thanks, Pam. Pam says that thank you for explaining. It's very clear and easy to do now. Type in process if you agree with me that process is the key. Process is what help you to get higher marks. Yeah, if you continue to do a lot of questions without having the right process, I would say that it's like a waste of effort. Yeah, and I know that for the fact that you are here, you could be a LOB kid or parent, you are more hardworking than the rest. So I really want to make sure that when you practice, you also practice using different strategies. So let me just clear this, and I want you to take a look between this question and the one above. Can you see this part? Can you see this part? MTC, okay, MTC. And when I scroll down, okay, in fact, the pinkish part, the pinkish part for this will be, okay, give me a minute. I forgot I got answer for you, because I know that some parents love answers. So I also prepare for you okay? So when you watch, it makes sense for you as well. So the pinkish part, for this part is actually, the pinkish part is actually here. Can you see? Type in pink if you know what I'm doing. Type in pink. Yeah, so the process is called shifting, and when you are able to shift, the rest is very easy, yeah? So in this case, it's not the math is hard. The process skill is the key, is shifting. Shift properly, then you can get the answer. Okay? Okay, I know that I'm behind time, so much to cover. So if you need to go off, please go off, because I have so much to cover. Why I'm doing this is because whenever I see a parent trying to explain to another parent using the wrong method, or a child not learning all this and saying that math is hard, it's really quite heartbreaking lah. Yeah, so I thought I want to share with you the strategies that works for me. And in fact, it's not hard. It's just that you lack the process or strategy. Okay, so let's go. And primary sixers are exam coming soon. Let me help you out. Okay. Next. Thanks, Vivian. Okay, for your entry. Okay. This question is for primary 6. Is for primary 6. But again, I know that some parents will be saying that, oh, P6 yeah, no need to learn because my child is not in P6. Yeah. Okay, parents, if I were you, I will learn 1 to 2 years in advance. Yes, Mei Ling, this is Batman method. Lorita as well. Yes. Yes, I know that many of you came for the quiz, right? Okay, good for you, man. Good for you. Okay. This one, I will just help you out because many P6s here. Type in P6 if you're P6. This year, I feel that the paper is going to be quite challenging for some kids, so I better come in to help. Okay, so always go by your KCNSU. Okay, KCNSU. And again, you know that some of you are in Coach John's class. I never jump straight to answer. I want you to understand. I want you to understand. Yeah, because you will not see the same question again. But the process skill will always be tested again and again. Okay, so in this case, Carrie, the answer is yes. Yeah. Okay, so they want to find the shader part. Okay, I try my best. All this not easy. The explanation part is always the key. All right. Okay. Can you see this funny looking greeny part? It's like an arrow lah, don't know what lah. Okay. Do you have a formula to find this? Is there a formula to find this straight away? We call this odd shape. Pam, got formula to find this funny shape? Please tell me, Pam. Okay, awesome, very good. Yeah. Okay, Joshua, I know that this is quite boring, but again, this is for primary sixers who are more hardworking. Yeah. Okay, good. So now in this case, what should we do? Cannot, right? Okay, parents, I'm going to teach you a method to solve this. So let's see what we can do next. Okay, there's a formula that will help us to solve this kind of question, which is use, okay, parents write it down, use basic shape to find odd shape. Okay, to find odd shape. Parents write this down, you'll need this for primary 6. Okay, so what do we mean by that? Can you tell me some of the examples of basic shapes? Yes, basic shapes are like rectangle, circle, oh my god, okay, semicircle, triangle, okay, very good. Okay, so I'm going to show you the answer and I'm going to explain with the answer. So, can you see that to find this, what we call the Batman dart, there's no formula, yeah? But this is made out of 2 semicircles as well as 1 triangle. Type in yes if you understand what I'm saying. Very good, okay? Very good. So in this case, let me just do a shading. Okay, so this is the orange circle. So this is the orange circle, all right? So it's over here as well. Now, I'm going to also show you the pink circle here, which is the pink circle here, or semicircle. This is taught in P6, but the method, you must be able to recognize it in P5 as well, okay? Now, can you see that this green part is actually made out of 2 layers? Can you see? Type in number 2 if you know what I'm saying. It has one piece of A and also a small part of B. Yeah. So now I'm going to minus away the brown part. Okay, I am going to minus away the brown part, which is a triangle, which is here. And that's why when you minus off and you cut them away, you actually cut away this part. Yeah, you cut away this part. And of course, because this part is double layer, and you minus off, which is 1 layer. Okay, great. Okay, so the rest is just maths. So I need you to be able to see that for primary sixers who are taking your prelim this year, please know how to use odd shapes, how to find odd shapes by taking out basic shapes. Okay, so the rest is just maths, which you can read by yourself. So find A and B is actually semicircles, C is a triangle, and primary sixers, please know how to find your half times base times height. And then after that, please also just minus off and then you get the answer. Yeah. So once you find D, you reverse it and then get your triangle, your rectangle to minus off D to find your answer. Yeah. Is answer here important? No, it's not. I need you to use this technique. Okay, this technique is very important. And primary 5 can start to learn this right now. Okay, so right now I'm going to go into the actual question that I want you to know is because in the first 2 questions is actually shifting, yeah? Shifting the same thing to the left side. This is shifting as well, and then later also finding odd shapes by using basic shapes. Now, okay, now some primary sixers asked me to go through this again, so I'll go through with you again. All right. And the reason why many of the children from last year said that this is very hard because some of them may not have learned how to do the shifting. Yeah. So I want you to quickly look through this question and tell me your K. What is your K? Actually, your K is all here. Your K is all here. Is the figure. Yeah, is the figure. You still need to shift. Okay, you still need to shift. Again, there are many ways to solve. Okay, so with this, I'm going to explain to you and I'm going to go through and I will do a wrap up. Yeah. All right. So now, some of the children may not be able to see all this. What do I mean by that? they can see a number, but they may not be able to visualize it. So the first step to do is to visualize, yeah, is to change it to something that can visualize. So what I want you to do is you quickly change all these to blocks. Okay, change all these to blocks. So put a block here and put a block here and see them as a block. Okay, see them as block. All right, so this is something that you can help your child. So if your child is more of a kinesthetic learner, you want to change everything to blocks for them. Okay, so that they can see, yeah? So what I'm going to do here will be removing them and change them to blocks. Okay? So when you see this kind of question, it's going to be like the previous two kinds of questions. Huh? So what I'm going to do here is, can you see that, in fact, for children who need more help, they need the blocks, and it comes from the question that's below, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to show you something, and okay, so I can only do it once because it's an animation. Huh? Okay, so with this, can you see that I intentionally lift up the 12 cm and by 12 cm? Yeah, put a yes if you can see that the green bars are shifting up, are shifted up. Awesome, yeah. So now, next, I will shift the semicircles to the left side, and then I will move the green bars to the right side. I will start to shift again. Can you see? Okay, all of you are smart kids, so I'll do it a bit faster. Okay. Can you see this part is very similar to the concept earlier on, and it's called repeated identity. Yeah. And the method that we did here is called shifting. Okay, it's called shifting. Type in RI if you are following me so far. Type in RI if you are following me so far. Good. All right, good. So now, and this question is very similar to this question. Can you see the green part as well? Can you see the, sorry, can you see the pink part as well? Awesome, yeah. So these two questions, though they look so different, but if you ask me, I feel that the questions are very similar because they are testing you on repeated identity. Can you see that? Yeah. And with this, we can just remove it. And it's gone. Okay, so it's gone, and we'll just shift it to this side. And you can see that we can just use models to replace it. That's all, yeah? We can use model to replace it. And everything, and the whole question becomes like that only, yeah? The whole question becomes like that only. That's all. Again, now it could be simple for you because you have seen it many times. But last year, many primary sixers did not do well in this question because they do not know how to shift the semicircles. All right, so in this case, please do your shifting, okay? And parents, if you're still online with us right now, I need you to teach like that. While you can get your child to do certain questions of the same level, but also try your best to mix different questions of the same problem sum type. Yeah. So in these three questions, actually I'm referring to one concept which is called repeated identity. And trust that your child should be learning in this way all the way from P3 to 6. because problem sum types are the ones that your child will be tested again and again, year after year, yeah, while the topic changes. Type in concept if you are following me so far. Type in concept if you are still following me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good. Okay, so right now, I hope that you learned something today, and type in one new thing you have learned. Type in one new thing you have learned today that you can use it immediately. Okay, very good. We can see shifting, we can see block to replace space, shifting process, RI, container question, KC and NSU, so on and so forth. Well done. Well done. If your dad or mom is next to you and they have learned something, tell them good job. Tell them good job. Yeah, good job as in well done. Very good. Joanne, well done using basic shapes to find objects. Okay, so the beauty about this kind of method is that it really helps the child to be versatile and to be able to see math as an easier subject. It's not fair to the children in the sense of when they are not taught the right strategies or process or skills, it is very hard for them, and that's when they don't do well. Yeah. So please, please, please always make sure that you help your child to learn processes and skill sets to make the problem sums easier for them. Okay. So let me share with you what some of the kids experience when they are able to learn this method. For myself, I also have my basics class, and from kids who are aiming for A and A stars, they said that this method actually make the hard questions sound very simple, and it's fun and it's simpler to understand. Well done. And of course, you can see that this kind of method also helps children to jump by 19.5 marks. Yeah, that is close to 20 marks. There is a jump of 20 marks within 1 month. Okay, awesome, very good. Thanks, Charlotte. Yep, and of course, for some kids, they actually got almost full marks for paper 2. And this is coming from a child who said that sometimes paper 2 is hard. Okay, so now you know why some kids, they experience jump in grade so fast. Is because they have special tools with them. Yeah, they have special tools with them. Yes, and then thanks Mei Ling, she shared that she jumped by 40 marks in 1 month. Congratulations. Well done. Okay, well done. All right, so now with this, what about for kids who, okay, and again, this child got full marks and she's very hardworking, yeah? So now, for some of you may be wondering, Coach John, is this method only for advanced kids? No, it's not. Actually, remember I said earlier, whatever methods that we shared is meant for hardworking kids. It's meant for hardworking kids with supportive parents. So this comes from a child who used to struggle in maths, and she told me that she actually passed maths for the first time. Yeah, and in fact, she's the only one who passed in the class. So good for her, and she's aiming for her B grade for PSLE. Well done. And what about for kids who are very skilled and they're in GP classes? This child told me that the strategy helped him to finally gain some consistency this year. So he's been scoring 100, 196, and back to 100 again. Well done for him. All right, so again, parents, with the processes and the skill sets, you should never ever give up on your kid. Whatever grades that your child is having right now, never give up. Yeah, always encourage him to move on to the next grade. Always push him to move on to the next grade. Yeah, and parents, some of you are saying that it's too late, it's too late. No, don't give up. don't give up. Because if you give up, your child can feel it. How are you going to support your child? And how are you going to convince your child that she or he can do well? So parents, you are the last line of defense. Always encourage your child that she or he can get better grades. Well done, yeah, well done. Okay, so I will see some of your children on this Saturday for the final sprint. Yeah, so do watch out for the worksheet if you haven't, because I'm going to share with you more strategies and tactics that work for my students who got A and A stars last year. Yeah. So for parents who are still very keen in setting up your child and putting them under my class, this will be the last call. Yeah. After this, I will off the registration. And so if you still are keen to sign up for this Saturday class, please go to learningoutofthebox.org/finalsprint2020. Finalsprints2020 to sign up for my workshop. Okay, this will be the last workshop that I have this month to support your kids. All right, so yes, it's for P6. This is only for P6. Aaron, okay, I know that Ifa is in a CPS class. It's different. All my workshops are all unique. Yeah, because there are some kids who come for every workshop that I have. Yeah, where is online, right in your house. Yeah, I will see you in the laptop. Michelle, I will see you. Aaron, I will see you. Yes, well done. Okay, so go to this link or scan a QR code and sign up right now before I close the registration. For P3 and 5, some parents are asking me, can you help my child? You can email us at admin@learningoutofthebox.org and my manager will get back to you. Yeah, please also leave your contact number. Okay, this is only for P3 to P5. But for P6ers, it's very crucial now, and I'm here to help you. So if you're in this workshop, we'll be doing a lot of work on this Saturday and sharing with you strategies that work for your child. Okay? So I'll see you then. Take care and goodbye and have a good night. Bye-bye. Welcome. See you on Saturday. Bye-bye.